What's going on, everybody? It is April 24th. It's a Friday. Hope you're staying safe. Hope you're doing well. So Ricky Gervais back at it. I almost think he does this now because he knows people love it so much. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. At least I don't think that that's a bad thing. There's an interesting interview that he just did, and we're going to go over some of the highlights here that they pull out in this one. He calls himself a court jester. And I really like that for a lot of reasons because in reality, that's what celebrities should be. They should be court jesters. They should dance on stage, make you laugh, entertain you, make you happy, not lecture you. Okay? And that's exactly what they've been doing. They've turned it up to 9 over the past 4 years, and people are sick of it. And I like that people call it out. And I like that he's getting a big brand boost from it. I do, because it should serve notice that these people should stop acting like fools. They should stop. So I like that he's getting a brand boost from this. And I would hope that, maybe other people would notice and start saying, hey, maybe we should stop lecturing. Because if there's one nice thing about all of this that's been going on right now, it's people are seeing these people for who they really are. Finally, maybe it's because there's not much else to distract people. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know, but I am enjoying that. So Ricky's back, calling out these clowns. Let's just go through this a little bit here. So British comedian Ricky Gervais continues to roast Hollywood elites, whom he believes are being lecturers to the general public amid everything going on right now, and should simply stop trying to tell others what to do. I've got nothing against anyone being a celebrity or being famous, he told the New York Times in an interview published on Thursday. I think that people are just a bit tired of being lectured to. Now celebrities think the general public needs to see my face. They can't get to a cinema. I need to do something. And it's when you look into their eyes, you know that even if they're doing something good, they're sort of thinking, I could weep at what a good person I am. Oh, dear. And that's a really good point. Really good point. First off, nobody's sick of seeing their faces. Nobody misses these celebrities. The narcissism of these people. I've said it a million times, and I'll say it again. The age of the movie star is over. Okay? Chris Hemsworth. I like Chris Hemsworth. I do. But, just because he's in a movie doesn't make me want to watch it. And I'm not the only one that feels that way. I'm thinking of Chris Hemsworth because he's number one in trending for entertainment, I guess, according to this article. But my point is, and I said this before, look at Dr. Dolittle, right? That Dr. Dolittle reboot that just came out. You had Robert Downey Jr. starring in that. Now, that should have been a draw because Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man. Right? That Iron Man was in Endgame. Endgame is the biggest grossing movie of all time. What was Dr. Dolittle? I think it was the biggest movie bomb of the year. Probably will go down that way since I don't know if the Hollywood box office is going to even open back up this year. Point is, no one cares about these people anymore, and I think they have a hard time gripping with that. Now, people do care about actors and actresses in certain roles, right? Everybody wants to see Tom Holland as Spider-Man now. That can be recasted, though. It could be, and it will be. They've recast Spider-Man several times. Everyone does want to see Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. That's not going to be recast unless they reboot the universe. People do care about seeing certain people in their franchise roles, but as far as going to see them in another movie, that's not really a big deal anymore. No one really cares about the celebrity, and I think that it gets to them. And I think that the past 4 years have definitely made that a lot more of a big thing that no one cares about these people. In the last couple of months of them running around on hoverboards and stuff on their big compounds saying, oh, this life is tough. Like, it's just turning people off even more. No one wants to hear from them. So Gervais sent shockwaves through social media when he shaded a room full of A-listers at the Golden Globe Awards in January. Gervais's message at the time was that many celebrities were being too preachy and were much too out of touch to speak on issues plaguing the common man. He told the Times that he strategically navigates the fine line between put-downs and offered an interesting take what it means to be a court jester, and admitted that while he can get away with the jokes he makes on stage, he knows he likely won't be lambasted for doing so. And I like that he called himself a court jester right there, because that's what he is. He's a comedian. He's also a celebrity, but at the end of the day, he's a court jester. They all are in some way. They're entertainers. That's what they should be. A lot of these people are incredibly stupid as well. They don't know what they're talking about. Half of them like have art or theater degrees, if even that. What do I care about what they have to say about politics? I don't. Most of them screwed off the entire time they were in school. I don't care what your opinions are on anything. Just entertain me, idiots. And I think a lot of people feel the same way. And this is why what Ricky Gervais says resonates so well with people, because people are sick of it. And it's really funny in this article, they ask him if he feels that if he should worry about his conservative fan base growing. Look at how they, look how they label people with that. I find that so funny. Like, oh, if you agree with him, oh, you lean to the right. It's that tactic that they do where anybody that disagrees with what they're saying, oh, you're automatically this right winger and all of this stuff, and it's ridiculous, and it's really not working anymore. I saw an article I posted on Twitter. The article was, it's racist to open the economy back up. Like that's pretty much everything that you don't agree with now is racist or istophobic or some kind of term. People are sick of that too, and it's not working. It hasn't worked for like a year or so. I think people are just tired of it. Anyway, no, the world hasn't changed. No one looks at me differently, and I've got nothing against those people, really, he explained when asked of his growing conservative fan base. That's exactly what I was just talking about right there. I think that's the mistake people make. They think that every joke is a window to the comedian's soul because I wrote it and performed it under my own name. That's really me, and that's just not true. I'll flip a joke halfway through and change my stance to make the joke better. He continued, I'll pretend to be right, left, whatever wing, no wing. I've got to go after the richest people in the room and NBC and the Hollywood Foreign Press. I've got to be a court jester, but a court jester's got to make sure that he doesn't get taken out as well. I've got to make all the peasants laugh at the king, but the king sort of got to like it. That's a fair point. I don't think that they liked it, though. I don't think that they liked it. Remember when he made those Golden Globe jokes, they were calling him ist and phobe and bringing up his past and trying to cancel him. I just don't think he cares. He's kind of got FU money at this point, so he's just kind of doing his own thing, which I respect. I just like it. Every time he comes out and lambasts these idiots, they always go after him, and I find it humorous. But I do like how self-aware he is. The funny man said he was taken aback by the uptick in support from right-leaning backers, but said he wasn't aware of it until a couple of disgruntled liberal elites suddenly said, "Oh, Gervais is alt-right now." And I went, what? What's right-wing about taking the mickey out of the richest, most powerful corporations on the planet? And I couldn't agree more. So that's pretty much it. He's just taking it to him again, and I don't think it'll be the last time he does it. I think he enjoys it at this point, going after these people and calling them foolish. I really do. And I enjoy it because it gives me material to make. There wasn't really much news today, so I thought, hell, let's talk about Ricky Gervais taking people behind the woodshed again. Anyway, that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you're subscribed. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell. Leave a comment. What do you think about Ricky calling these people out again? I'd like to hear what you have to say about that. Throw a like up. And as always, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, take a moment. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. There's something going on right now, and they've been unsubscribing people. So just take a second and double check on that and subscribe if you're new.